Low-pitched keys are softly played by somber fingers, lingering for a moment as the calm before the storm, an indication that we as listeners have a musical experience ahead to be prepared for. Then, the piano begins to drive along with a series of soulful chords down the scale and then back up, giving a real sense of movement. This is the beginning of Adele's debut single, Hometown Glory, a love song to South London upbringing and its people. Alongside the oral motion of the piano, Adele warmly sings of her familiar roots walking home. Adele was moved to write the song after an argument with her mother, who wanted her to move to Liverpool for university. In some sense, Adele opens her musical career with an intimate snapshot in time and dives into the core of how she defines herself. Adele is a household name. She's a British national treasure, an example of modern, blue-eyed soul. Her mixture of feel-good sing-alongs and lovesick power ballads are an all-round crowd pleaser for every member of the family, becoming the soundtrack to many long car rides. Her artistry holds a modern classic feel to it, skyrocketing her anthemic sound to iconic status. Adele brought confidence to her musical identity from the very beginning. Fierce from the get-go, Hometown Glory is followed by a string of soul pop in her debut album 19. Most notably from this era, the singles Chasing Pavements and Make You Feel My Love resonated with fans who liked the bounce between stripped-back acoustic and grand orchestral production. However, before studios and management began, Adele was a Brit school graduate with an interest in the background of music management, aiming to work in A&R. Only dabbling a little in writing and making music to publish online, the prospect of becoming a musician was not always at the forefront of Adele's career. Nonetheless, this demonstrated an undeniable talent, which organically revealed itself as she was approached and later signed to XL Recordings. 19 became a critical and commercial success instantly, foreshadowing the success that would follow to this day. Among this, she won 3 Grammy Awards and the prestigious Mercury Prize, all at the age of 19. Her mature, succinct, lyrical ability demonstrated skill beyond her years. Twangy guitar track Daydreamer opens the album, where Adele situates herself in a daydreaming state. Sorrowful and heartbroken, she juggles the feeling of being cheated on with the fantastical idea of him. It is an escape, an example of denial in its most intoxicating form. Adele sings, he is a real lover, of making up the past and feeling up his girl like he's never felt her figure before. Forming the image of a perfect companion who charms and makes her feel wanted. The sadness emerges in the final chorus, where her voice rises in pitch. But I will find him sitting on my doorstep, waiting for a surprise, and he will feel like he's been there for hours, and I can tell that he'll be there for life, and I can tell that he'll be there for life. Her voice drags the words as if to make the dream longer, whilst the listener holds a dramatic irony within them which makes it all the more heartbreaking to endure. This captures the untouchable feeling of those early day fantasies which in the context of her lover's present fidelity acts as pure comfort, covering the raw pain expressed by the spareness of the music behind her. Over the next 3 years, Adele embarked on a series of life events, both professional and personal. Firstly, she worked with producer Jim Abbas on stripped back track Take It All. Its subject matter was tricky and revealed the delicate state of her romantic relationship at that time, which subsequently led to a breakup. Although suffering, much of her sophomore album 21 is written on the depths of love other singer-songwriters would not dare to touch. The standout song, which has become a standout of her entire career thus far, is the haunting yet vulnerable Someone Like You. Sonically, it is not unfamiliar from her previous work, albeit a little more polished on the production side. However, the impact was undeniable. During an iconic performance of the song at the Royal Albert Hall in 2011, Adele begins to cry as she finishes singing, reflecting upon the lyrics. Adele replays the experience of rejection as she attempts to undergo the painful road to closure. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I'll remember, you said. Sometimes it lasts in love, but but sometimes it hurts instead. Despite the piano ballad of Someone Like You, 21 often delves into new styles for the singer. Its opening track, although also about love gone wrong, adopts a very different approach. Rolling in the Deep is a rhythmic, soulful song filled with the empowerment of knowing she isn't the one hurting the most. Whilst Set Fire to the Rain embraces pop perfection with a triumphant chorus, encouraging listeners to sing along as she metaphorically burns down their relationship. A gorgeous rendition of The Cure's 1989 track Love Song demonstrates Adele's ability to make her mark on another artist's song without deviating from its original meanings. Its style is that of a bossa nova. She retains intimacy and connection to the song, as she revealed The Cure was the first concert her mother took her to see. Only a year after the striking release of 21, it was revealed Adele had written the new Bond theme for Skyfall under the same name. Grand and sultry, Adele injected a brooding orchestra and lyrics about the inevitability of life and death. It is moody and delivered in a lower register than in her previous work, yet captures the cinematic feel that one would expect on a Bond soundtrack. Once again, paving way for a new musical history, Skyfall gained the most success of any Bond theme to that day. Following near constant success since her debut, Adele decided to step back from making music. Her latest album, 25, was released on the 20th of November 2015 and brought with it a wealth of R&B infused pop and blue-eyed soul. The record is largely retrospective and conjures up feelings of sentimentality as showcased in songs such as Million Years Ago, which is about her childhood, and River Lee, about a river running through her hometown. Both of these songs are smooth and polished, reflecting her creative craft over the last 4 years since her last album. Most iconically, however, was her leading single Hello, which is a near 5-minute ballad of reflection. Hello garnered 12.3 million sales by the end of the year 2015 and stands tall among other previous chart toppers as one of her most successful. Its cathartic nature comes with the grueling writer's block Adele had previously faced. Now surpassing 5 years since her last album, Adele has teased another release but with no set date. Proving herself to be one of the most iconic singer-songwriters of the 21st century, her 4th album is undoubtedly one of the most anticipated. Adele's ability to effortlessly unite her intimate stories with her fans to create a collective feeling is what causes her artistry to be so intoxicating. We wonder where she is and what she is experiencing, patiently waiting for her next body of work to tell us her story once again. You can check out the Carly of Spotify to listen to the original tracks of the artist. It's a curated playlist with the most popular songs.